Talk Bowling, episode number 7. I'm John Conley.
I'm Tony Rucco.
And I'm Brian Hallstrom. Talk Bowling is proud to be bringing you the latest information from the bowling industry, bowling tips, and updates on the largest bowling internet website, bowlingballcom.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah.
First time today.
Must have a cue card.
I felt the pressure after last week.
All right. What's our first question?
We got a question from Eric C. is what we'll go with because I don't want to butcher your last name. He says, one question I would like to ask is what is the main difference between regular grips, vice or turbo compared to vacuum grips? Always wondered that. A lot of the bowlers for Wichita State University use those grips. Do they last longer compared to other grips? I'll let Brian talk about this a little bit.
Okay. Well, in my experience, I've never actually used the vacuum grips, but I've used a few of my friends' balls that have them in there. The main difference, I believe, between regular vice grips and turbo grips when compared to the vacuum grips would be comfort. What these allow you to do, instead of the grips being a little bit tighter, especially for the bowlers at Wichita State, bowling a lot of games, the vacuum grips expand as your fingers swell. So this is going to give you a more comfortable feel. Definitely an advantage for them because that's one of the main things that collegiate bowling is all about. You bowl a lot of games and you have to adjust to different atmospheres and travel all around the country.
So are they actually different grips? Are there actual vacuum grips you buy?
The grips are actually going to be the same. The only different thing about them is the method of installation. What you're going to do is drill the hole a little bit bigger at the top. It's going to be a little bit larger around the diameter of the grip.
Right, you drill the bottom the size of the grip, I believe.
Yes.
And then you drill a bigger top.
Right, you just drill a little bit bigger top, I believe. You drill down about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And you're only going to glue the front part of the grip. This is going to allow the outer grip to expand as you put your fingers in.
Right, and you glue the bottom of the grip too into the actual hole.
Yes, the bottom of the grip is going to be glued in all the way around because you're only going to be gluing that top part in so much. So the bottom of the grip is going to be glued. You're going to use a little bit more glue than normal.
Right. So it's a unique feel. I've done it before. It's a, like you said, it's a comfort thing. You have to you either like it or you don't. I don't know if there's an advantage to it or not.
Right. As far as lasting a little bit longer than normal grips, you might get a little bit more life out of them because there's not as much pressure on the top.
Right.
So, but it's definitely worth a shot. And if you definitely do a lot of bowling, it's a good thing to try.
What about the difference between turbo versus vice?
It's just going to be your preference. Different preference in the feel.
Yeah, it's a brand difference. I think overall, I think Vice just kind of started back with the vacuum grips. They had those little sleeves,
right?
But you don't really need those sleeves anymore. You can do like Brian said, just drill different diameters to get your feel.
Exactly.
But those are just two different brands. So
yeah, that's a great question. Thank you, Eric.
And then we had a follow-up question from episode number 5 on bowling shoes.
Right, from Kenny Spidel. He commented that he has a problem with my bowling shoes. If the weather is damp, they stick, and he's fell a couple of times. What can I do for this? The quickest and easiest solution would be to use a silicone powder, like an Ultra Slide or an Easy Slide. That'll get you through the evening if you're having issues. Even I don't care who you are. If you're having a sticking issue, that's still the best thing. If you step in water or anything like that. The other solution, if you refer back to our episode 5, we talked a little bit about different bowling shoes. And that would be the other solution, would be to go to a shoe that has interchangeable soles or heels. That way on a night where they are a little damp, you can just slap a different sole or heel on there.
That's probably that's probably better than the slide because or the Easy Slide.
It'll be more consistent. Yeah, you can still have issues. That's not a definite fix. You can still have sticking issues with the best shoes in the world. So it's probably not a bad idea to keep Ultra Slide in your bag.
Right.
The nice thing about Ultra Slide is it doesn't affect anyone else. It doesn't transfer. Right. So if you put it on your sole, it's not going to make him slide more. It's only going to affect you.
I would not guess that.
Yeah, so high performance shoes may be a good way to go because you can change out some stuff, but you may still stick some nights. It doesn't matter what you're wearing on your feet, you're going to stick. So keep some Ultra Slide around. Or you can even get one of those shoe slider socks.
Right.
And keep
that.
Yeah, and you can just slide it over your shoe no matter what shoe you wear, and it's like a sock material, so you'll slide no matter what on
Exactly.
All right, I believe that was all the questions we had for today.
All right, I've added a couple of new features to bowlingball.com, to the My Account section for our customers. Hopefully people find it helpful. I've added My Locker, which was actually a suggestion from Brian. It allows you to keep track of all of your bowling equipment Right now I just have it where you choose your manufacturer of the ball, and you can enter your serial number, kind of keep track of what you have. In the future I may add more to that. Would love suggestions from people on what they would like there. Also added the ability for people to keep track of their bowling scores.
Okay.
If you want to keep track of your average over time, this will definitely grow. We'll add graphs, statistics. As of right now, you can just choose whether you're in league, tournament, practice, if you're going specifically to practice, or if you're open bowling, say with friends, and you just want to keep track of how you're bowling there. You put in individual game scores,
right,
and it'll keep your average for you. So you'll know in your league you're averaging 200, in tournament play you're averaging 190. So it keeps track of that for you.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Cool feature, definitely.
And it's actually been fun because I put these features up. We don't announce them. I haven't blogged about them. I haven't talked about them, and people have already started using them.
Yeah, that's good.
Bumping into it.
They see it when they go to leave reviews or something like that.
Yeah, when they get into my account,
Gotcha.
we changed it up where when you're in my account, things are in tabs now. You don't have to scroll down the page. So hopefully it's a little better laid out.
I noticed one other thing we did add was a little bit of change to the tournament directory.
Yes. Yeah, it made it a little easier to search, so you can look and see at all the PBA events, all the PBA regional events.
Exactly.
You can look at it by all states now.
Yep.
And then just sort the list from there. So if you have any tournaments you want to post on there, feel free to go in
Exactly.
and post those.
Again, that's in the My Account section. Once you log in, there'll be a tournaments tab. You can list any tournament there.
Gotcha.
What do you charge?
I think the last thing, we'll just touch on it again. We talked about it a little last week. We have a promotion going with mybowlingcoach.com right now.
Right.
You get a free 2-week trial. You're going to go to mybowlingcoach.com/bowlingball, enter promotional code bowlingballtrial.
Okay.
You'll get 2 weeks of free, I guess, to look around the site. I think that you have access to 36 lessons.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see some of the other features and give it a try for a couple weeks before you decide if you want to sign up for that.
All right. We'll put links back. Look at the last episode for information, so you have all that for you.
Some of the best coaches in the world on that site.
Definitely. In fact, we mentioned it last week. You're gonna have Fred Borden in here.
Yeah.
Possibly next week. I don't know. I gotta check with his schedule, but
Okay.
I may have him in here next week.
Awesome.
He can squeeze in like right here.
Yeah. Prop him up on the table or something. We'll find a place for him. You can just edit him in on the back or something.
There you go. That'll work.
All right. I think that's all.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
It's early.
Have the comment on the screen too.
Yeah.
Like what this guy's question is. He's gonna
Wait for Brian here.
I'm ready.